All right, I have a question for you. How many of you know what the most persecuted group on the face of the earth is? You probably do if you've seen this channel before. Um, Now, second one. When they teach you about the French Revolution in school, right? Because I don't know what they teach in schools these days. It should be taught in high school. Um, do they teach you about how the Roman Catholics were the main target of the French Revolution? Have you ever heard of the Cristero Wars in Mexico? I worked with Mexicans, and many of them, especially the ones that were raised here, not even born here, raised here, don't know about the Cristeros. Um, what about the KKK? We always hear about the Jews and the blacks being the main victims of the Ku Klux Klan. This is just not true. It's not. The KKK wanted the blacks to stay in their place, right? I mean, because that was their labor force and it's part of their culture to dominate them, just like, in South Africa with apartheid. Um, but the idea of going out and killing them, I mean, those were some sociopathic people who were burning down black churches. And mind you, these black churches were no different in belief or anything or even structure than the white churches. They were merely um, uh, enthusiastic Protestants um, of the various denominations that were down there, like Baptist, Methodist, Pentecostal, who then, but they were black, so their churches wound up being burned down. But the Roman Catholics, I remember, just a little side note, a couple instances when Vu Win went to Jos, Nigeria, with my old pastor. This is when I was attending an Anglican church. The Nigerians didn't know what to call him, so they just called him the white guy, even though he was Southeast Asian, because they had never seen Southeast Asian in the flesh. I'm sure they'd seen him on movies, maybe not, because this was like 20 years ago, and I don't think satellites and stuff were up by that time, like or at least servicing West Africa. Um, and the the other part of the story, what was I going to say? The it escapes me now, and that was a more interesting story. Um, yeah, I mean it's crazy that there's just such a horrid rap about the Roman Catholic. You guys know that I believe Roman Catholicism is in heresy because of things like scholasticism, but that it is far more fit to be called Christian than the Protestants. Um, the oh yeah, the Ku Klux Klan. The white Southerner sounds just like the black Southerner, right? I mean, even black Northerners, that what gets called talking black, is actually Southern. That's the Southern dialect, right? That's the Southern ain't and can't. That's from the South. They dress the same. They ate the same foods. Their culture was the same. But the Italians, which got paid less for over 50 years in Louisiana, because were they black? No. Were they white? Most certainly not. Did they have the features of the Anglo-Saxon or the Germanic people? No, they had the big noses, the big lips, kind of, and a lot of times it gets called Puerto Rican. And they had different holidays, different festival days. Their religion was on the outside completely different. Yet, because of the wealthy factions and those who have power, who happen to be Freemasons and Jews and white Anglo-Saxon Protestants, say, "Oh, well, the white people are bad." Are you including the Irish and the Italians, the people that you shit on in there, and trying to ethnically cleanse them? I think that's bullshit. But yet they won't stand up for Arabs. They will stand up for the most egregious form of Islam that's not even 20 years old. They won't stand up for the Shia, for the Ismaili branches. They won't stand up for the Yazidis or the Christians. And with their Sharia idea, they think, oh, Christians were the ones that missionized those places. No, those places were Christian before they were even Mandaean or Shia or Sunni. But persecution of the Christian, especially the Roman Catholic, is an in thing. It's an in thing to brush off and go, psst, well, other people are doing worse off. Which people and where? Because no. And this needs to be shouted from the rooftops about the Cristeros, or people romanticizing about the French Revolution. French Revolution was a failure. The only revolution that succeeded that was from the people was the American Revolution, because we didn't try to destroy our own culture. We didn't kill anybody who we suspected of believing in God. They didn't just go after the Catholics. They even went after the deists. All right, peace to you. If you didn't know this, I'm glad I educated you on it. If you do know about this, please make videos and spread this, because, ignorance is the enemy. Our God is a God of truth, right? All right, peace to you.